Hello, my beautiful collective. My name is Calum. I'm an empath, a psychic, and an oracle of sorts. And welcome to Full Mental Alchemy. If this is your first time here, welcome in. It's so good to see you. So glad you found me. I'm so happy I found you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Now, the message today that I heard from Spirit is, I found you. And we're going to dive into that. Seems like there could be someone who's searching for you, or you're searching for someone. How exactly that plays into it, I'm not really sure. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna just do like an initial spread, figure out what energy you're in, what the vibes are, what this I found you energy is all about. I hope you're having a wonderful moment in time. I certainly am. It's the spring equinox. Yesterday was. We had the Four of Wands in reverse. And I played a show yesterday. I didn't even mean to like line it up with the spring equinox, but it felt so divine, so beautiful, because it was like playing music into the new year. We have the Hermit. It's the obstacle here. Whole bunch of cards came out, but we have the Three of Coins. That's all I'm going to take. Decided to do this reading outside. I don't have much time today. Oh, it's a little windy, I guess. Wasn't when I came. It's honestly a little chilly, just a touch, but it's like warm enough to be outside, so I'm happy with it. I miss doing readings outside. I can't wait for the warmer days so I can be out here every day doing readings for you all. The reversed Four of Wands reflects the sense of feeling unsupported in a time of change. While over-reliance on external validation can be a problem, the affirmations of others are critical in helping the weight of our achievement truly sink in. Feeling unseen is destabilizing to our self-esteem and sense of identity. And I believe with the Hermit, there's this energy here of like needing to come out of your shell a little bit. Oh, okay, in the upright in this deck, it invites inner contemplation. The Hermit invites you to take a break from social obligations and spend some time recentering alone. Solitude is a sacred space to contemplate and reevaluate where you are, where you're going. Ruled by Virgo, Earth sign of the Maiden. See, and it's interesting the way this is coming out in this sense of feeling unsupported, and needing to like create a sense of support for yourself, create some kind of sense of balance within. Just in the way he's like holding the lantern like this, it feels like really connecting with maybe your solar plexus. I've been seeing so many yellow cars today. Like I was driving to pick my sister up for camp, and I saw like literally it was like 12 yellow trucks. They were like a what's the word? Landscaping company, but it was like just a whole row of them driving down the road. And I keep seeing like yellow cars all over the place, and it was reminding me of the solar plexus in this sense of like creating a stronger sense of identity, really gaining some sense of confidence within yourself. But it's interesting that the Three of Coins comes out as the advice here, because it feels like the blockage here is the Hermit. It's like you're having a hard time connecting in with yourself, and like really like having a hard time being alone. Maybe because of this sense of feeling destabilized, feeling like the people around you aren't giving you the support you need. So Spirit's calling you to invite that support to yourself. But I'm going to read the Three of Coins as well, because this is like a card of collaboration. It's about working together with people. The Three of Coins represents the value of collaborative effort in pursuing your goals. Appreciating and utilizing the talents of others around you brings forth results far beyond what you can manage alone. Allow yourself to be supported and encouraged, and enjoy the momentum it can bring to your plans. So I almost feel like there's this idea that like your collaborations with others will become so much more fruitful if you invite yourself to like collaborate with yourself. I kind of want to expand on the Hermit here to dive deeper into what exactly like is blocking you from going within, why it's... We have the King of Swords. and the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, don't fly away. In reverse, the High Priest asks if the way it's always been done is the way that you must do it. When structure becomes a restriction and custom becomes dogma, it may be time for you to find your own path. Through breaking away from the herd makes you feel vulnerable. Oh, though breaking away from the herd makes you feel vulnerable, know that there are others who think and feel as you do, and you are not alone in wanting to live your truth. And with the King of Swords as well, it does feel like there's this aspect of like needing to kind of take charge in the things that you want. The King of Swords embodies mental clarity and perception that go hand in hand with coming into your power. Have the confidence to speak for yourself and come to your own conclusions. It almost feels like there might be people around you that are causing you to feel a little destabilized, like maybe people you once like had a lot of trust in, and it's almost like I'm getting the sense of like input coming in that's really throwing you off your balance, and feeling like the only way to have that that sense of support in whatever you're pursuing is through these environments. And I almost feel like there's this sense of needing to break away from that, the hermit, like go within, detach from the energies that are making you feel unworthy or incapable, and kind of like clearing the noise so that you can find your own sound is kind of what I'm hearing. Removing these energies that don't align with the way you want to be, the way you want to move throughout the world, so that you can invite more collaboration that is in alignment. But that kind of brings us back to this like I found you energy. So I want to dive into that and see what that's about. Because it feels like you might be in this process of like having to break away from some environments that are holding you back in some sort of way. And it seems like there might be someone that's like searching for exactly what some people are trying to like keep down. Like it feels like people that are trying to dim your light. Okay. I was reading the graffiti on this table. Sorry. Said there's asshole wasps that live in this bench. You're welcome. And you know, that almost feels like synchronistic to this message in how it's like maybe at one point these people felt like honeybees, but then you find out later down the line that they're actually wasps and they're just stinging you over and over again, and it's not helping you get anywhere. And this is kind of spirit saying like, hey, your intuition's correct. Like, step into your own, like, find your own bench, basically. And we have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so it's really emphasizing this point of like taking time to yourself, just like doing your thing, so that the people that like actually align with your heart can show up, can find their way into your life. So what's this I found you energy? The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse. See, this is interesting because like with the Ten of Wands in reverse, or Ten of Swords in reverse, interesting. Something that's calling to me, it says, remember that we can correct our mistakes only through action in the present, not in fantasies of the past. And the Five of Wands is the obstacle here, which speaks of conflict resolution. It feels like Yeah, you may feel ready to move on from a long-standing disagreement and to release the breath you've been holding. Avoidance may be part of your strategy, which isn't necessarily negative. There can be grace in allowing issues to fade into the past. Just be sure that you aren't simply deflecting or repressing your own needs in order to smooth things over. Yeah, it feels like there's definitely something out of alignment. And sorry, I don't know this deck very well, so I want to make sure I'm getting the message across clearly. Seven of Wands depicts the emotional toll of facing constant criticism, whether from others or from yourself. Being around such relentless judgment grinds down anyone eventually. Identify sources of aggression and move towards people and frameworks with a softer way of dealing with the world. You know, when it comes to, like, I thought that this I found you energy was somebody finding you for some kind of opportunity, but it almost feels like more than anything, this is communicating you finding someone that doesn't belong in your midst, and having to recognize the toll that they're taking on you, and kind of being willing to, like, stop this cat from scratching your back like that. And you like, there's kind of a need to take matters into your own hands and solve this conflict by trusting your heart and trusting that, like, better will find you. I don't even know that there's much else that we need to pull on when it comes to this conflict. The biggest thing here is just, like, you need to trust your heart a little bit and trust that, like, you deserve to not be constantly, like, torn down by people that you're holding on a pedestal, because better is out there for you. Let's pull on what better is out there. These cards are so big, and it's like kind of, it's not cold. It's really, like, it's warm, but my hands are cold, so it's like kind of hard to shuffle these cards. Let's pull on what else is out there when they step away from this conflict, get out of that Seven of Wands in reverse energy. We have two cards coming out together. We have the Seven of Cups and the Magician in reverse. Let's get one more. We have the Ten of Pentacles. It kind of, like, it came out upright and then fell into the reverse. This card highlights the tension between the idealism of the dreamer and the pragmatism necessary for concrete action. Dreams are the garden for our subconscious, but it is vital for you to discern between wishful thinking and futures you wish to nurture to fruition. In reverse, the Magician performs an empty trick. Their sleight of hand is only a showy illusion. This card might signal that you are still hesitant to act, perhaps uncertain if you can pull this off, or if this is truly a goal that is in your best interest to pursue. Spend some time reconnecting to your priorities so that you can put your full potential to use. And in reverse, the Ten of Coins illustrates the trap of the prosperity cult, when the desire for stability morphs into an all-encompassing lens of viewing the world and your life. You may find yourself stuck in a vortex of always wanting more. While this card's upright meaning represents lasting achievement, contentment and connections are elusive in its reversal. Explore how you can break this cycle. Move with the future in mind. And, you know, it's interesting how it, like, fell into the reverse, because it seems like the Ten of Pentacles is attainable. This is an achievable goal, but it's a matter of like, kind of getting a bigger picture perspective on how you're going to get there, because it seems like there's just energies pulling on you that are holding you back from this potential and almost making your dreams feel like a fantasy. Keeping you in this energy of feeling like you don't have the power to create the life you want. And I think you just need to spend some time and evaluate that. Go within and think about how these energies are affecting you, how these people are affecting you, how these environments are affecting you. I want to pull a little more on the Magician. We have the Hierophant in the upright this time. It seems like you could be upholding some kind of some kind of yeah. There's a comfort that ritual and regular practice bring into your life. It seems like there's some sense of safety around these people. I kind of want to know more about these energies. What exactly is keeping you tied to them? We have the Five of Coins, Death, and the Page of Swords in reverse. I'm almost getting the sense that they helped you in the past. An ending is also a purification. Release of former selves clears the path for ways of new ways of being. The Eight of Cups just like the wind just blew it off the top of the deck. So it. In the wake of the revelations brought by the Hanged One, death is the tide that sweeps away everything you must leave behind to move forward. Ruled by Scorpio, water sign of the Scorpion. And with the Five of Pentacles, it seems like it's almost like you are in this Five of Coins energy, like feeling very stagnant, unable to pursue your passions, maybe feeling a little left to the wayside. And there's some part of you that is like really holding on to them because there is like, I don't know, I'm hearing like, who would I be without them? But with death, it being the obstacle, I think there's kind of like, Spirit's trying to make you aware of how this is a path that is well past its expiration date. And while you have this illusion in your mind that they're the comfort of their presence or the comfort of their support, it might feel like it alleviates this Five of Coins, but in the long run, it's actually like throwing you deeper into this energy, and keeping you from expanding your vision, keeping you from looking beyond the realm of these people, the scope of these people. And I think the illusion is that these people are trying to cast is that you need them, that you need their energy in order to expand, to evolve. But it's a lie, it's a facade. And really, if you were to cut these energies out, if you were to like lean deeper into your own faith in yourself and trust the path that you're on, outside of these people, because your ambitions, your dreams, your passions exist outside of these people. If anything, they're providing a source for these people to feed off of. And by releasing them, it allows you to reinvent yourself, to discover that all along it was you that was bringing these things to life. And the call here is the Eight of Cups, to walk away, to leave these things to the past. Like one of the cards earlier said, it's like, understand, I think it was the Seven of Cups, understanding, or no, it might have been the Five of Wands in reverse. That was like, recognize what, like the action that you need to take is based in the present and not based on fantasies of the past. So there's kind of like release what has happened and think about where you are right now. Think of what you can do to move forward with where you are, and let these people go, because they're not for you. We're going to read the Page of Swords in reverse as well. But I'm pretty sure the Page of Swords in reverse is that idea of like your curiosity being kind of cut off. The Page's flip side embodies a manipulative approach to information. Our words have an incredible ability to push people's buttons and get them to react, whether through withholding or distorting information, just to see what happens. However, the double-edged nature of the sword means that these games can come back to bite you. Yeah, it feels like people are like kind of taking advantage of the power that they have over you, taking advantage of the way that you view their opinions, the way you like hold their opinions on a pedestal and keep it like kind of, you're inadvertently putting yourself below these people. And that headspace, that mindset, that frequency of being is restricting you. It's causing you to feel less than, when really you are incredibly worthy. And you need to like shift that balance to understand that their opinion of you does not weigh more than your opinion of yourself. We need to like build some self-confidence here, truly, and pour into the world that you've created for yourself. Like this is all you're doing, and these people are kind of just like holding you back. I don't know, you know? So think about that. Take some time alone. Kick these people out of your life for a minute. See how you feel. Because I'm willing to bet, the Four of Wands is in the up right now. I'm willing to bet when you stop allowing their opinions to weigh bearing on your sense of self, on your sense of comfort and happiness, I think you're going to feel a lot better. And you'll start to see that there are asshole wasps that live in this bench. And you'll realize that you need to move on. Find your own bench. Is there anything else that the viewer of this video needs to hear, Spirit? I've also been seeing 555. I saw 555 like 6 times today, and I've only been driving around for like 2 hours. Like I've been running a lot of errands, but I've been seeing 555 constantly, all basically on license plates. So it's giving me the sense of needing to have a change of scenery, like moving. This could be people that you're living with, which I don't know your means. You have to evaluate how this is going to apply to your life, but it feels like moving yourself into new environments that are going to support your goals and support your sense of self and make you feel more at home within yourself. Leave these people not necessarily to the wayside, but just leave them to their path, and without malice, just like change for your better, because you deserve better. But is there anything else, Spirit? Is there anything else that the collective needs to know at this time? We have the Queen of Swords and the Moon. Yeah, this kind of feels... Oh, and the Five of Swords. Don't be afraid of conflict. I think that with the Queen of Swords and the Moon, there's this sense of like needing, like knowing what needs to be done. We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, no matter how much it hurts. Because I get the sense you care about these people, but the Knight inverted speaks to the frustration of being unable to act on your desires. Overindulging in the lure of romance and fantasy often leads to disappointment, and with it, resentment. Perhaps you need to find different tools or resources to move forward from this rut. And you know, I feel like it's this overindulgence in the lure of romance and fantasy. It could be romantic, but I'm getting more just like, it feels like a workspace sort of thing, or like, I don't know, people that you're asking for opinions of when you really like shouldn't value their opinions as highly as you do. And in like giving them the power to give you input on what you're doing, on the way that you move about the world, you're giving them this ability to like talk down to you. When really you need to like just have confidence and be like, I don't know, stop asking for the opinion of these people. The Queen of Swords personifies the calm, even-handed nature of a mature intellect. She is kind but fair in her communication and judgments, both truthful and compassionate in setting boundaries. Her self-reliance and compassion give her the ability to be direct without being cruel. And that's what I was saying. Like, don't have malice towards these people. Just be like, I can't allow you to have this power over my life anymore. It would be a disservice to myself to allow you to keep tearing me down. And for that reason, the effect that you're having on me, you can't be in my life. Setting that strict boundary and choosing yourself. Choose yourself. The Moon is the card of dreams and illusions. The Moon suggests that you are lost in fantasy. Repressed memories, emotions, and insecurities float on the surface of your present, a thick film that obscures reality and muffles your senses. Your intuition and subconscious bear the insight that can part this veil. Ruled by Pisces, water sign of the 2 fish. And the 5 of Swords is the advice here. So it feels like don't be afraid of conflict. Because it seems like in speaking your truth, it's going to bring up some egos. Like trigger some egos, and that's not really your problem, because the way they feel about you is not your responsibility, but the way you feel about you is. And if somebody is actively making you feel worse about yourself, maybe don't keep that energy around, because your sense of self is more important. And that's not to say that this person isn't important to you, because there does seem to be, like, you do have this attachment to them. So I'm sure they served some kind of purpose in the past, but it feels like that time has passed. The Five of Swords represents the toll that interpersonal conflicts take. You may have won an argument in the short term, but at what cost? This card cautions against losing yourself to ego and ambition. Pick your battles wisely. Needing to always be right will eventually damage your relationships. Let's talk more about that. We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Wow, so this could be a person that you're seeing, someone that you're romantically involved with. We also have the Two of Wands, Justice in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. My coffee is cold now. The Two of Cups indicates the potential for an emotional exchange, a partnership that is balanced, harmonious, and mutually supportive. Just as the two eels weave together into a seamless entity, this card signifies a deepening of connection, whether in love, friendship, or business. Nurture the partnerships in your life and pay special attention to the people and places most in alignment with you. I'm going to read that last part again. Nurture the partnerships in your life and pay special attention to the people and places most in alignment with you. You have to ask yourself, is this person in alignment with me? Is this person supporting my long-term goals for myself? Is this person pushing me to grow, or are they holding me back from my potential? And I really feel like this is a little separate from the rest of the energy, but I'll expand on that. The Lovers says that this card represents the choices we make about how we spend our time and who we spend it with. Our commitments shape our priorities, values, and vice versa. Being intentional about who you choose to be in community and share resources with is a form of self-care that ripples into community care. Goodness. Honor the connections that nourish your authentic self. Ruled by Gemini, air sign of the two twins. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like there's a sense of needing to really think about what is in alignment with you. If this is a romantic situation where, like, your partner is holding you back from your potential, it might be time to get into this Two of Wands energy, look around you, and dream bigger than what this person's allowing of you. We also have Justice in reverse. Justice suspended points to dishonesty or avoidance. The discomfort of confronting your mistakes may tempt you to look away or deflect blame. Despite the associations between justice and punishment that we are taught, remember that taking accountability can be incredibly empowering. The energy you free up from engaging in secrecy and shame can be redirected into correcting your mistakes and finding the compassion to forgive yourself. Let's look at the Ten of Cups in reverse as well. I know the Ten of Cups in reverse speaks to, like, wanting that community, wanting to have, like, the joy that the Ten of Cups brings. But in the reverse, it speaks to, like, I mean, it says a disconnection from family bonds, but I always see it as, like, not truly nurturing the vision that you have, which in this case, it feels like the sense of your, the potential of community being kind of withheld by keeping these energies that are out of alignment in the community. I don't know. I feel like there's some sense of a disconnect between your heart, and it's like you have this attachment to what the Ten of Coins, or what the Ten of Cups could be, and the Ten of Coins, but you're not able to realize that potential because you're holding yourself back by holding on to the past. and not even necessarily holding on to the past, like what has happened in the past, but holding on to who someone was in the past and not seeing who is standing in front of you today, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it feels like this is almost an injustice to yourself. You're really holding back what is meant for you by holding on to what isn't. I hope that makes sense. Not the direction I was expecting this to go. I kind of want to just keep pulling cards. I feel like we're not quite done yet. I'm going to have to get going soon, but I think I've still got like 10 or 20 minutes. I think my alarm will just probably cut off the video whenever we're done. Oh, wait. Hello. All right. We have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. And Justice, now in the upright. It's time for you to let this go. You can't run from the inevitability, because Spirit's been trying to end this path for a while, I think. And now you need to kind of face your fears about it. You need to allow this tower to fall and recognize that it's for your own growth. This has to fall away. These people are not pushing they're not pushing your boundaries in a healthy way. Because I think there's a healthy way to push boundaries, in the sense of like pushing you out of your comfort zone, pushing you to do things that you maybe hold yourself back from doing. But this energy, it feels like it's someone that is pushing your boundaries that are in place to uphold your sense of safety. Like they're triggering you, like pushing you to hold yourself back, or kind of like setting restrictions on you more than anything. Invading, I don't know, just invading you. And it's time to let the tower crumble. You can't run from this any longer. Just stand up, sweetie. Go find another park bench. It's gonna be okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Wow. We have the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And then Judgment is in reverse. You need to dream bigger. Realize that there's more out there for you, and that you have everything you need to bring these things to fruition. But with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands coming out, I think it's kind of representing this like, yeah, so it feels like the Queen of Wands being this first card, and then being followed up by the King of Wands. It feels like this willingness to go within and understand the way that people are making you feel out of balance. And then kind of taking that and running with it, and allowing your masculine and feminine to work hand in hand, in the sense that you see what's out of alignment and then immediately take action to remove that and to get yourself into alignment. And the Seven of Cups is, it being the advice here, is just like, stay grounded in where you are, who's standing in front of you, who you want to be standing in front of you, and understand that it's up to you whether you let people hold you back. And then we have the Lovers in reverse and Judgment in reverse. Let's take a look. Judgment inverted points to an imbalanced relationship to judgment. A punitive, harsh gaze withers any possibility it falls upon. No plan or person could measure up to such critical standards. The voice of your fear is masquerading as the voice of authority. Compassion is essential and an effective and fair judge. And it feels like this person, this energy is like really pulling on your fear, pushing you to feel more restricted than you are. The Lover's upended signifies dissonance in relationships and communication. You may be uncertain of where you stand with a loved one and afraid to be honest. Given this precarious moment of transition, or there may be a lack of reciprocity in a central relationship. In either orientation, the Lover speaks to choices and values. Decisions must be made in alignment with your personal beliefs. You deserve better than uncertainty. You deserve better than restriction. You deserve to feel boundless and capable of anything. And I think it's time you listen to your heart. I'm going to leave the message there. This was a very clear message, and I want to thank Spirit for that. And I want to thank you for allowing me to read your cards, read into your energy. I hope you take this to heart and you understand that you deserve to feel worth it in your own right without people making you feel less than. Because I'm telling you, if you let these people go, speaking from personal experience, if you let these people go, you will expand far beyond the boundaries that they've placed on you. Yeah, I hope this was able to provide you some confirmation or clarity on what you already intuitively know. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by reaching out on Instagram at fullmentalalchemy with an _ before and after. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And also remember that these messages are general, so if it doesn't resonate for you, just discard what doesn't resonate and leave it for whoever it does resonate for. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful moment in time, and I will see you next time. Bye.